안녕하세요, hello, and welcome to Cathlyn's Korean Food Challenge. Hi, I'm Cathlyn Choi, a Korean chef now living in beautiful California. I travel in search of other chefs to challenge them in creating some of my favorite Korean recipes for the first time after I taste their signature dishes. My basket is packed with my magic 5 Korean ingredients, and I'm off to find my next challenger on this episode of Cathlyn's Korean Food Challenge. 안녕하세요. Hello, I'm Cathlyn. Welcome to the show. Today's recipe is probably one of Korean people's top 3 favorite foods to eat. Godeungoh Jorim, which is mackerel stew in English. But I realized that mackerel isn't a popular fish to eat in the US since it's used primarily as a bait to catch larger, more expensive fish. Also, because it is an oily fish with a strong fishy odor, it can be challenging and difficult to cook for most people. But not for me. I grew up eating mackerel stew all my life, and I happen to have my own secret family recipe that I'm about to share with you. First, it's very important to pick fresh mackerel from the market. You can tell by the eyes they're bright and clear. The gills should be clean and the skin moist. The fish should be somewhat firm and not floppy. It's very important that before you cook the fish, rinse it well under cold water and then pat it dry with the paper towel. The best thing about mackerel is that it is relatively very inexpensive compared to most fish or seafood, but it comes with great nutritional value. Also, it's important that you boil the mackerel in the pot without the lid on and make sure you don't overcook it. Otherwise, you'll end up with really fishy and salty mackerel stew. First of all, I need to cut up the mackerel in 3 to 4 pieces. I'm adding the head and all into the pot. Let's start off by slicing up some daikon radish and potatoes. Half a brown onion and some green onions. Putgochu, which is Korean green chili. We'll need to start making the stew sauce. So in a bowl, combine 5 tablespoons of low-sodium soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of my homemade anchovy and sea kelp base. You can buy this from the Korean market if there's one nearby, but if not, don't worry about it. You don't need to add that. Next, add a 1/4 cup of white wine. In this case, I'm using my favorite ginseng herbal wine. Next, 2 tablespoons of freshly minced ginger, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, a tablespoon of white grape vinegar, tablespoon of doenjang paste, 2 tablespoons of organic cane sugar. I like my stew spicy, so I'm gonna add some chili powder and a tablespoon of gochujang sauce into the mix. Next, we'll heat up a deep pot, drizzle some olive oil, and then layer with sliced daikon radish and potatoes. Pour half the sauce over with a cup of water. Let it boil for about 10 to 15 minutes until the potatoes and daikon radish cook and soften. Next, lower the heat to medium-low and add the sliced mackerel inside. the rest of the sauce over and make sure you baste the mackerel with the sauce. And there's enough liquid in the pot to cover up and cook the ingredients. Lastly, add the sliced onion, green onion, and putgochu, which is Korean green chili, on top, and simmer for an additional minute or two. Godeungoh Jorim is all ready. I'm gonna plate it. The daikon radish and potatoes are cooked al dente. And on top of that, I'll put the mackerel pieces, just a couple. Remember to not stir it too much in the pot because it'll break the meat. Some more fresh green onion. And a couple of pieces of putgochu, green pepper. Here we have delicious Godeungoh Jorim. You can't tell it's a fish stew because it smells just so wonderful. Now all you need is a bowl of steamed rice and you're good to go.